This is Danielle Youre, and this is part 2 of the series all about self-love. So last week we talked about what self-love even means. So if you missed that, you can find it in the description below. And this week we're going to talk about what are the barriers to self-love, the things that hold you back and get in the way of having self-love. So what do you think is holding you back from loving yourself fully? Because many things get in the way of self-love. And if you want to bulldoze them out of your way, which I know you do because you are a badass, you have to identify them first. There's no way to get rid of things if you don't know what they are. One of the biggest barriers that we come across as women is just society's pressures on us. Now, this is a huge barrier with many layers, but there are really two main areas I want to dive into. And the first one is this idea that you're not enough. So society and the media loves to focus on your weaknesses. That's how they sell you things. From early in our childhood, school even teaches us to work harder and the things that are the hardest for us, and to put aside the things that we're actually good at. Get tutored in the things that you're bad at, work harder at the things that you're not good at, and the things that you are good at, just kind of put them to the side for now, because we must be well-rounded. We must be good at everything. So that's the first one, just that you're not good enough. And that really stems and starts at a young age for us. And then the second big one that comes out of society's pressures is that your body is imperfect and that you should be ashamed of it. And that really stems from this photoshopped world that's taught us that our bodies are weird, different, and far from desirable. Cellulite, acne, softness, dark circles, flat-chested, saggy, short, too tall, pale, all of that's unacceptable. We're taught to pick apart our bodies and judge them to an unrealistic standard and never be happy with where we are in life. So do either of those ideas hit home for you? Maybe that you're not enough, or that your body is imperfect and you should be ashamed of it. Or maybe even both. And I would argue that most women have experienced both, even if you're not experiencing it right now. But maybe your barrier isn't from society. Maybe your barrier is from your family or a partner, from an intimate relationship that made you feel bad about yourself. Maybe you were proud of yourself before and people shut you down, telling you that it isn't okay to show off or feel good about yourself or be proud. Maybe you learn that you should hide and make yourself feel small so that you don't overshine other people, because then you won't make friends or you'll make other people feel bad about themselves. So have you experienced any of those barriers that make you feel like you can't love yourself? Or maybe your barriers are something totally different. I want to hear what your barriers are, because recognizing them is the first step to pushing them out of your way so you can continue walking down your road of awesomeness. So share those barriers with me in the comments below so we can support one another. And I want you to join me in the Self-Love Quest, which is a free 5-day event of epic self-love, and you can find it in the description below. And I'll see you next week for part 3 in this series on self-love, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it.